All right, boys. So in this video, I kind of want to break down some of the biggest pitfalls that new traders fall into. Right? I had one of my friends ask me, how to get started with day trading. It made me think, like, what are some really big mistakes that you need to avoid, right? So the first one I'm going to talk about is going to be thinking you're going to make money every single day. That's one of the biggest ones, right? You're not going to make money every single day, especially if you want to be a really, really good trader, right? Really, really good traders take like 5 to 6 trades a month, and I'm not even at that level yet. I still take probably 10 to 12 trades a month, and that's like 3 to 4, like 2 to 3 trades a week, 3 trades a week maximum. I don't even trade Monday, so do not expect, coming into trading that you're going to be able to make money every single day, right? That's just not how it works. Maybe if you're scalping, you're a hyper scalper, doing penny stock, stuff like that, maybe you can, but with futures, it's just not gonna happen, right? Second thing is gonna be sticking with a strategy, right? The biggest pitfall, and I fell into this for years, is sticking with one strategy, right? If you pick one strategy and you learn it to the best of your ability for 3 months, 6 months, a year, you're going to be freaking dangerous, right? And a lot of traders get caught up because in the beginning, because they see these people making, huge RRs, big returns, right? You have to figure out what model works for you best in your psychology, and then focus on one singular model, add things to it as time goes on, right? But do not deviate the model. Do not deviate, your entries. And obviously you're going to be discretionary at the end. That's another big thing I'll talk about later, is you got to stick with a model. So basically what you're going to want to do is, kind of go through paper trading, trade some eval accounts or something, and kind of figure out, do you do better psychologically with winning more or having small losses, right? Because you can have a bigger risk to reward with smaller losses, but you're going to lose more in the beginning, right? Obviously, in the end, everybody can have a high win rate no matter what you're doing if you have discretion. But what are you going to be able to withstand, right? High win rate, low RR, 1 to 1, or high RR with more losses but bigger returns, right? So figure out what kind of works best for your psychology and stick with that. What I was saying to my buddy is like, hey, take 3 months and trade either demo or just get a cheap eval account, right? Because that's going to be the best way to learn technical analysis. You're not focused on the money. All you're focused on is the chart. It's like a video game. You're just trying to figure out how to become the best at the video game you're playing, one step at a time. You're not focused on the money. You're not focused on big wins, this, that, the other thing, right? Focus one day at a time, getting better, learning one skill at a time. That's another thing I want to talk about, is just mastering one thing at a time, right? So first thing you should master is, obviously, if you're a very, very beginner, master the basics, right? Master how the candlestick forms, candlesticks, fair value gaps. Then move on to draw and liquidity. Where is the obvious draw and liquidity? Can you tell where price wants to go? And then you move on to entries, right? Then you can move on to entries after you master that. And I really think that should take no more than like 3 to 6 months if you stick, like I said, with one model. So that's the biggest takeaway, I would say, is just basically making sure you're sticking with a single model. And just all right, let's say this is gonna be the fourth thing. Pick a mentor to stick with as well. That goes along with the model, right? Find a mentor who has the proven model and stick with it, right? Stick with it. You need to go and back test, you need to forward test, you need to listen to your mentor, because he or she has been through all of those problems, right? So they've been through all the problems you're going to go through, and they can give you the answers and the solutions to it. Even if it costs you $100 a month, or you buy upfront a one-on-one mentorship, that money is an investment. It's not an expense, right? And people look at this the wrong way. Oh, I don't want to pay, $3,000 for a one-on-one mentorship. I don't want to pay $5,000 for a one-on-one mentorship. But if I told you you could make $10,000 a month from investing that $5,000 in the mentorship, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's a no-brainer, right? So think about that as well. And obviously do your research, ask people who are experienced, who's the real people in the trading space, follow them, because after a while you can get a taste for who's fake and who's real. and then pick one and stick with them, right? Once you do that, you are going to be set. So I guess the whole moral of this video, it's all tying together, is stick with one thing and master it. Same with trading. Don't be going trying to do other business models. I did that in the beginning, and all it did was just distract me from trading, right? If you know deep down that you want trading to be your path, that is what God destined for you. So you just have to lock in, get a mentor, follow what their mentor says to you, be coachable, right? Whatever he tells you to implement, whatever he tells you not to do, implement that. And then, bro, in 1 to 2 years, you're going to be able to make, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $80,000 a month, $100,000 a month. No one knows, right? Because trading is unlimitedly scalable, especially nowadays, right? So biggest takeaways, right? Stick with one thing, pick a mentor, and do not expect to make money quickly, or don't expect to make money every single day. Take it slow, take the process very, very slow, and kind of just one step at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. Master one thing at a time. And that is the whole premise of this video that I'm now realizing is all coming together. Pick one thing and stick with it until you master it. Stick with trading until you master it. Stick with your strategy until you master it. Stick with your mentor until you master the strategy he teaches you. Pick one thing, stick with it, and I promise you guys, you will not be let down. All you have to do is put the work in, trust God, he will guide you, and just put the work in every single day. And I promise you guys, you will achieve your goals.